beneficial was this additional rest day for this group right now before heading back on the road?
You know, I think it'll help us a little bit. You know, at this point, it's so early in the season. I don't mind all the games. You know, us continuing to build, get better, especially for us defensively. But yeah, it's always nice to get another day, just rest your body. You know, it's a long season, so it'll help us. You know, today we get some good work in and then get ready for tomorrow.
Obviously, we asked a lot about kind of an up and down start. Do you feel urgency from that, or almost feel good because you are 5-3? It's not like it's done damage to the big picture.
I think it's encouraging. We haven't played nearly our best basketball. We're still 5-3. So the fact that we're like playing 40% of our capability and we're still 5-3, I think says a lot about how talented we really are. I mean, imagine if we were defending, if we were like a top 5 defensive team right now, we'd probably be 8-9. You know what I mean? So we gotta just continue to work on that, and you know that's kind of what the emphasis has been on film. It's been mostly defense, and practice is mostly about defense. So you know we're definitely aware of it and focusing on it.
You go from 28 to top 5. Is that within the capabilities of this team?
Yeah, we only played 8 games. You know what I mean? So we did last year. We went from I don't know what we were, but after All-Star break, we were 3rd in the whole league, and then I think we ended up total like near top 10. So that was after being like at the bottom. And that was already 40 games in. So with 8 games in, that could change. Just what if the next 8 games were top 3? Then we'd go to. I mean, I don't know where we'd go to. So it's definitely we're capable of it. We just got to do it.
You said 40% of your capability. Is just because you're a work in progress? Why do you think?
I think, well, for one, you got Russ and James. You know, 2 big pieces, 2 dominant guys. You know, so it's going to take time. It just doesn't come together. Their games aren't like the most like in sync type of games. You know what I mean? It's not like Russ is like a spot shooter. They both are attacking players, so that just takes time to build. The one thing we have is they both love playing with each other. You know what I mean? They both are boys on and off the court. That stuff helps. You know what I mean? So they're figuring it out right now. And what that does is it gives more patience to each one of them to figure it out. And it's going to work because when you have a will to want to make something work, it usually does, especially when you're as great as those 2 are.
Has there been a moment or 2 during this small sample where you saw flashes of what you want to see?
Absolutely. Like we'll have little spurts, so that's how you know we're capable of doing it. So it's, like I said, that's not gonna come. You know, our team offensively is thriving right now, but in terms of, and that's without those 2 like being fully in sync. You know what I mean? So once that happens, I think we'll be even more unguardable, and then obviously once our defense is where it's at, I think that's when we'll be our full, capability.
Austin, having been in the league for a while now and knowing the league so well, what do you think about and load management has been a conversation for a while, but it's a huge conversation right now. What do you think about it and what it says about maybe where the league is at?
I understand from the fan perspective and from the TV rights and a business point of view on what their complaint is. But my thing is, like, well, are we trying to have players healthy? Do you want them to be healthy during the regular season, or do you want them to play in the playoffs? Go ask Raptor fans if they're happy with load management last year. Because without load management, there's no championship in Toronto right now. Because of load management, Kawhi Leonard was able to do what he did, and the Raptors were able to win. So, I mean, you can complain about it all you want as a fan if you want to see him on ESPN during the regular season, but then your best player might not be there. So, I mean, you got to pick and choose what's important to you, championships or TV ratings. I don't know. You know what I mean? So it's like you can't have everything. And that's for guys, again, a lot of great players play 82 games, but like if there's a guy who has pre-existing injuries and you want him to suffer through it for ratings
on a back-to-back,
like, or do you want him to play in June? You know what I mean? I don't. So it's just like there's no answer to this argument. It's going to be a non-ending argument. It's just going to keep going. Because at the end of the day, if they say they're going to find people, then people will come up with reasons for guys to be hurt unless you fuck up like my dad did and say you felt good before the game. Then you get fined $50,000. But if you don't do that, then you're going to end up being all right.
Did you give your dad any grief?
Huh?
Did you give your dad any grief?
I say, you got to be better, man. You got to be better.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate it.
I got to bleep that.